to page 7 of the Kurukulla prayer book for refuge in bodhicitta. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from bias, attachment, and hatred. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. When, O supreme among humans who were born on this earth, you paced out 7 strides, then said, I am supreme in this world. To you who is wise then I prostrate. With pure bodies, forms supremely pure, wisdom ocean like a golden mountain, fame that blazes in the 3 worlds, winner of the best, Lord, to you I prostrate. With the supreme signs, face like spotless moon, color like gold, to you I prostrate. Dust free like you, the 3 worlds are not. Incomparably wise one, to you I prostrate. The Savior, having great compassion, the Founder, having all understanding, the field of merit with qualities like a vast ocean, to you, the one gone to thusness, I prostrate. The purity that frees one from attachment, the virtue that frees one from the lower realms, the one path, the sublime pure reality, to the Dharma that pacifies, I prostrate. Those who are liberated and also show the path to liberation, the holy field qualified with realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts, to you, the sublime community intending virtue, I prostrate. Homage to the Supreme Buddha, homage to the Dharma refuge, homage to the great Sangha, to all 3 ever devout homage. To all worthy of respect, bowing with bodies as many as all realms, atoms, in all aspects, with supreme faith I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions, perform only perfect virtuous actions, subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, mirage, the flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud, see conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the foe of faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. From Tushita's hundreds of God's protector's heart, to tip of this fresh, pure, white, heaved curd-like cloud, O Losandrapa, Dharma's omniscient king, pray come to this place with your disciples, in space ahead, on lion throne, lotus and moon, venerable gurus, smile brightly with delight, Pray stay hundreds of eons to spread doctrine as supreme merit. Feel for my mind of faith. Your wisdom mind sees full range of knowables. Your eloquent speech adorns fortunate ears. Your beauteous body, fame, glory, outstanding. Homage to you, worthwhile to think of, hear and see. Pleasant offerings of water, various flowers, fragrant incense, light perfume, and so on. Oceans of offerings set out and envisioned, offered up to you, supreme field of merit, non-virtue committed with body, speech, and mind, which I have heaped up since beginningless time, especially what has contradicted three vows. Each I confess from my heart with strong regret. In time of strife you strove to learn and practice, shunned a mundane concerns, made life essenceful. O protector from depths of our hearts, we rejoice in your powerful great deeds. Venerable gurus from love and wisdom, clouds densely massed in your Dharmakaya sky, pray loose a rain of vast profound Dharma on fields of disciples just as needed. May whatever virtue that I've here gathered bring benefit to all beings and doctrine, and may it make venerable O Sangdrapas essential teachings specially shine forever. Mig mit sewe ter chen chen rezig, dream me kempe wong po jam pel young, du pu malu zhong se song wei da, gan chen ke pe sung gen song ka pa, lo song dra pe shab la so wa dem. O glorious and precious root Guru, pray take seat of lotus on my crown, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments of body, speech, and mind. O glorious and precious root Guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments common and supreme. O glorious and precious root Guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness, until supreme awakening remain steadfast. Homage to the exalted three jewels. Thus have I heard at one time, the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha on Bolcha mountain, together with a great assembly of monks and a great assembly of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One was absorbed in the concentration of the countless aspects of phenomena called profound illumination. At that very time, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, was looking perfectly at the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom, perfectly looking at the emptiness of inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Then through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, how should a child of the lineage train who wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom? Thus he spoke, and the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, replied to the Venerable Shariputra as follows. Shariputra, whichever son or daughter of the lineage wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom should look perfectly like this, subsequently looking perfectly and correctly at the emptiness of inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Form is empty, emptiness is form, emptiness is not other than form, form is not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, like this, all phenomena are empty, without characteristics. That is, they are not produced and do not cease. They have no defilement and no separation from defilement. They have no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness, there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness. There is no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visible form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object of touch, no mental phenomenon. There is no I element, and so forth up to no mind element, up to no element of mental consciousness. There is no ignorance and no cessation of ignorance, and so forth up to no aging and death, and no cessation of aging and death. Likewise, there is no suffering, no origin, no cessation, no path, no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and abide in the perfection of wisdom, and because their minds have no obstructions, they have no fear. Passing utterly beyond error, they attain the final state beyond sorrow. All the Buddhas who reside in the three times by relying upon the perfection of wisdom become manifest and complete Buddhas in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, and complete enlightenment. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the equal to the unequaled mantra, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, since it is not false, should be known as the truth. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is proclaimed. Tayata gate gate per som gate bodhisoha. Shariputra, this is how a bodhisattva, great being, should train in the profound perfection of wisdom. Then the Blessed One arose from that concentration and said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva, the great being, well said, O child of the lineage, so it is. The profound perfection of wisdom should be practiced exactly as you have taught, and the Tathagatas will rejoice. When the Blessed One had said this, the Venerable Shariputra, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva, the great being, and the entire assembly, as well as worldly beings, gods, humans, demigods, Gandharvas, and others, were filled with admiration and highly praised what had been spoken by the Blessed One. In the holy supreme abode of the Dakinis, possessed of clairvoyance and miraculous power, unwaveringly caring for practitioners as your children, homage to the host of the three places Dakinis, Akasamara Sachadara Samaraya. Tayata Om Gate Per Som Gate Bodhisoha. Through the power of the truth of the exalted three-jewel speech, may all in the sight of negativity, such as the four Maras, be stopped. May they become non-existent. May they be pacified. All enemies, obstructors, and hindrances, Shante Kuri Soha. The 80,000 types of obstructors pacified, free from adverse, harmful conditions, may all be conducive in perfect auspiciousness, bring happiness and well-being here, right now. Saji Puhi Jongshing Me Tong Tramri Rabling Ji Ni De Gempadi Sangye Jingdu Mi Te Ua Idrokunamda Jila Jerpasho Jetsun Lama Dampa Kenam Hito Kurukulla Gyaltsen Tring Drine sima laja ge chukyi chapa waktu so idam guru ratna mandala kam niyatayani Shodang soke chognam la chanchu badu dagni kyap suchi dagi chun yengi pesonan ki drola penche songe dropasho Shodang soke chognam la chanchu badu dagni kyap suchi dagi chun yengi pesonan ki drola penche songe dropasho Chodang soke chognam la janchu badu dagni kyap suchi dagi chunyen ki pesonam ki trola penche songye dropa sho.
Good evening. It's getting a little cold? No. But it's a little bit temperature cold down, right? No. Yeah. Yesterday is very warm. And then today a little bit cold. Yeah. Monday is like 60s. Yeah. Anyway, it's wonderful. Look, this is like Tibetan New Year. I think you guys saw that. This is the altar. This is everyone come to offering the khada or His Holiness. Maybe about 500. Yeah. Usually we have a lot of khadas, then they take maybe now we have thousands of khadas, but the laws are I give back last year's khada I give back for them to usually all specials for offering them to khada. Their khadas recycle, coming, going. Yeah, this is a tradition, they taught to, even the Monday, they taught to day off, or different ways to day off, then join here, then they're wearing their tradition cloth, they eat the tradition food, like that is big day for. In Tibet, like almost 15 days, the celebration, they go like neighbors here, all the family to go to, what's that? Rima, Rico, twin. They're in there, day by day, all the neighbors. It's not like some here. Here neighbors not talk each other, right? Yes, no talk, right? And then Tibetan, all the neighbors know each other, and they all go to day by day. Today one day is family's lunch, then dinner. Next day another family's lunch, dinner. They all, it's not your family member, your relative, all the neighbors. Like that. That takes 15 days. Yeah, they all know each other. They go to each other's house. If they want, they just go there. They take. In Tibetan, they don't have the lock. It's tent. You can go any place. Therefore, even there's no family, no one's there. If you need something from their house, just go take. Then next day, when you're done, you can give back. Anyway, it's not same as here. Here, like you stay 20 years together, you don't talk each other. Right? It's very sad. People don't trust each other. Right? Is it same long time like this? Or?
I know my neighbors. Because of a tragedy that happened in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
A woman died and had 3 little children, 2, 4, and 6. She was killed in a car accident. And so we decided to try and help her family. So we all started having dinner together once a month. So we still do this.
Oh, that's very wonderful, yeah.
15, 20 years later.
That's wonderful. Yeah. How many neighbors you have?
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, this is very wonderful. I think you're a little bit like far away. Maybe like cities, maybe I like. Here, I never see each other go to each other's house.
My neighbors are close. Two of my neighbors have keys to my house.
Oh, really? This is wonderful, yeah.
My neighbors visit them too. Maybe once a year.
Well, maybe only they.
Not to see.
So, have you gone to homes this week, other people's homes for lunch?
Oh, yeah. Yesterday I went to maybe 20 families. Today I went to maybe 15 families.
Oh, wow.
Still I have to cook. Also the tradition, like there's I don't know, chama chop shows. I don't know, this chama there, they offering for the barley and the rice. It's a, please come to my house to offering there like that. Everyone they ask. Then Monday they go to like, most, if they know each other, everyone go their houses. Then I didn't have time to go Monday. Then yesterday I went to like all day. Today also I'm like, come back like 3 o'clock. Whole day. Like that. Yeah, he can eat a lot of food there, but I don't eat all of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's wonderful, But it's maybe here very less. The neighbors go each other's house. Maybe here, maybe they don't know each other. I know the Patrick, he's a nice guy. I know the Mark, 2 our families. Yeah, I think we 3 knows the cross from the Chinese family. Then other people we don't really know. I try to something more, try to friendly them, but they don't much feeling.
They're maybe suspicious of each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, like that, I think maybe now it's less, maybe long time also more open, right? Maybe 50 years before, maybe more open, I'm not sure. But now for everyone have their own space. Yeah. Like that, 20 New Year like that. Now these days they go to everyone today's here like 20 people, tomorrow there 50 people, 10, 20, 30 people, not just 2 group like that. There's celebration like that. Then, yeah, I don't know, I have to talk that.
And so does this stay for 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah. Yeah, usually 2 weeks. What? Yeah, I hope that doesn't come. Yeah, anyway, it's wonderful. This is the one, the tradition, new celebration, New Year's. Anyway, I'm not talking the New Year, okay? It's wonderful we're able to come here to a little bit study, a little bit meditation. I would like to do a little bit meditation for a couple minutes, okay? I don't have to talk beginning, you guys already know. I would like to, first we need to meditation for renunciation. First couple minutes or couple seconds to think about how difficult to achieve the perfect human rebirth. And it's also not, however, is impermanent. You really think about that, you really understand that it's begin cut off or less attachment for this life. Then think about the karma. Karma is, very honest. before the wrapping the resort. If we didn't restore, they always resort. We do good things, we have good result. Bad things, bad result. When we thought we have good life this time, but if we create the negative karmas, we have future life. We have to follow that. We have to experience that. Therefore, think about karma and suffering of the samsara. If you really think of that, understand, then we have a bind. We will not touch for the samsara. Then we have thought free from the suffering of samsara, day or night. If you have like that kind of thought, then we achieve the renunciation. When you achieve the renunciation, you reach the path. Yeah. Okay, that's good. 당아도 담보배나 단조니까 저번만 타봤음. 되네. 렌드레 물론 거기 등을 삼발아 되네. 아니 당 인주도 거기로 인주 지와지 거기로.
So first we think about the prophetic and rebirth, and then after that, think about the death and impermanence, and then on the karmic law of cause and effect. So by thinking or contemplating on those, then you generate renunciation towards samsara.
아니 인주 가디 지와나 아니 나도 남라 슈바레.
So whenever you have generated renunciation, you have entered into a path.
제가 인주 세야 되다 샘지 연대지래도.
So the renunciation is a quality of a mind.
오케이. 당아도 참바 남라 슈사인다스.
So let's say we all have entered into a path now, okay?
오케이. 다 남라 슈다 남라 양아야 되나 고런 못 보이는 거예요. 그래서
So there are many different stages in the path.
제가 당아도 안에 남tin 안에 라면 년두고 람 시자지인다스.
And now we're on the hero's path, okay? So let's say we are on the hero's path.
제가 다 인주 지와도 람 가리 지와래서나.
And so when you generate the renunciation, what kind of path do you generate?
I don't want that. So 아니
What was the question?
When you generate renunciation, what path do you generate?
what part?
Accumulation?
accumulation.
Path of accumulation, yeah?
part accumulation. 오케이. 근데 텔라 다 솔람치. 근데 솔람 그 되니 가르나?
So what's the definition of path of accumulation? That is the effect.
Maybe Deborah can get.
조금 더.
년득이 중에 똑. 그러와. 년득 솔람 세니스. 아니 다가지 중고 돌아나 갈라서나? 가지 소랍지 트도니기는 다또 특. 아니 다 또바고 냠슬람바고 된다고 완도는 도와지.
So the clear realization of doctrine, right? So when you say here, in this case, among the two, the word and meaning, so the one who understands who learns the word, is the clear realization of doctrine is here.
Okay?
Does that suffice as a definition? When you say what's the definition of path of accumulation, we say
그래서
clear realization of doctrine.
야,
다 파디그레 총고도란 디그레
야 년도 중고들라 거스 중고도 하나 받아 시당 소름 같은 샤나 중고들라는 데 그래서 다 년도 중고들라 년도 중고들라 거스
Yeah, so clear realization of doctrine. If you say that, that's good enough. That's sufficient, for the definition of path of accumulation. But if you want to say the path of accumulation of hearers, then you have to add that. So the clear realization of a doctrine of hearers.
대야보도 제다 소름 같은 쇼나 가래 봤어.
So what's the definition of path of accumulation?
No, I'm not talking about Bodhisattva. I'm talking about hero's path. How's that? Nintu. Yeah. Do you hear? I said, we are the path. Now today we only talk about the hero's path.
Hearers path.
Okay? Okay. Good. Okay. 대야보다 왔다 중어도 아니 소름생이 다 년도 소름생이가 있나?
So what's the definition of hearers path of accumulation?
Good. 다 아니 중어도다 간데 주 소랍지 쓰던 뗄란 법이 아니 다조 아니 주 소랍지 쓰다 되는가 뗄란 법하고 다 대가로 디톤 살못하면 가면서 중어도라 그래. 고다시는 거라 그도.
저도 니가
안 소랍 쓰던 니가라.
지도 니가라.
직선.
지도 들어는데 직받 말해.
다조 직단.
So among the two, the word and the meaning, of the scripture, and so that which first establishes the word of these teachings. It's
Okay.
called the clear realization of doctrine.
오케이. 안데 소름지. 다 양아도 자다 질라 배나 강사 되질라. 오다 되지. 다 소름지. 안데 뒤질 가로 소름질라.
What's the after path of accumulation?
다 뒤트니까.
What's the definition?
야, 다 대야 셔다 내 년대게 소름을 와서. 년도 된거 도스.
So here it's talking about when you say that, right? You said that is what? Hearers, yes, hearers. So here talking about the hearers, so you have to say like the clear realization of the meaning of that, is the hearers.
오케이. What happened? What's
원도세 거라. 최원도도 최대 거라서.
어디 주세도 아니 주라 니오레스. 배사가 쓰다 배사가 된다니.
So doctrine is a teaching, right? Teaching, doctrine means a teaching. Dharma, or you can say dharma or teaching, right? So the dharma teaching has two, the word and the meaning.
소놈 그 납가서 또 쓰겠다는 법 그래서.
So during the path of accumulation, you mainly establish, the word, of the teaching rather than the meaning.
아니 또 시다 된라 사람 땅에도 또 온다는 거 그래서.
So for mainly, of course, they do think about the meaning, but mainly they focus on the word.
오케이.
Huh?
What now? 제다 단다 지나서 내 배나 산지 주나 토지 주나 거기 왔어.
Like, when you read
Tibetan.
Tibetan, when you read Tibetan, you have you know the word, right? But you don't know the meaning. Yeah, like that.
That makes sense?
Experience.
First, you need to, even in order to understand the meaning, you need to know the word. Does it make sense?
Sort of like, if we're talking about table, but I don't know what the word table means, but at least I can identify.
No, I mean, maybe you say you know that maybe a word, but Tibetan, how you say?
당부 장벽 없으라 혼자 책에는 집어라봐. 당부 장벽 없어. 보라서 게 있나 당부 장벽 없어.
Yeah.
책도 장.
Yeah, example like you guys, read. First you say A, B, C, D. Maybe they have no meaning. First you need to know the alphabets. Then you put together, make word. First then you need to say how to say the pronunciation. Then you understand the meaning. It makes sense? Like same.
Does the etymology also include because of the three wisdoms that?
Yeah, this is the talk about, yeah. This is when and then is some ginangi, and it's all to the thing, so all the tambo tick something that chunga to like this. Ta thing that sort of the then is some pena, and then shut up Jilava, thing in the Jilava. Karo. Thing is some baro. Three lava pena. Lava some Jay Tambo, lava some Jay shipping a city tunnel, so sit the dot and alcohol cigarettes. The Korank, Lapsio, and Pena Lapsio. Taylor and it's so Jonah Nekaza, Tig Tenda, and then lava some so Yapslean, the Tenda some cigarettes.
So then, like when you talk about the doctrine, like I said, teaching, it's so in the teaching we have like three baskets of teachings, right? So three baskets of teaching. The teachings on the sutra, the phenomenology, and so forth. So those are all based on the three trainings, like training of morality, training of concentration, training of wisdom, and especially like in Tibetan, like monasteries, we read all these texts. We first understand. We read the words first. And then you understand, then you study, and then understand the meaning of it. Yeah? So among these two, the word and so like Tibetans, we always chant all the prayers. Do we understand all the meaning of those words that we chant? We don't. So we only know the word first, and then after that you study, and then you come to understand the meaning. And so anyway, so among these two, in the path of accumulation, you first focus on the word, just the word. Among the word and meaning, you focus on the word during the path of accumulation. And then during the path of preparation, you focus on the meaning.
Does it make sense?
So it's like when you're a little child and you don't know.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
You're learning, so.
Exactly, learning, yeah, exactly.
So in the here's path of accumulation, you're just learning like a little child.
Yeah, like example like that. Is there billion times for better than us? Billion times. But this is like example. Okay?
But also when you talk about the wisdoms from hearing, contemplation, and meditation, it's mostly focused on the hearing of contemplation, right?
Karo, took some gom.
토배 셔럽, 삼배 셔럽. So 토좀 가서 토중기 셔럽, 삼중기 셔럽, 고중 셔럽어요. 토중기 셔럽서 당부 토네서.
대원자 저걸 빼나. 아니 전화가 내가 또 두바. 전화가 내가 또 아니 삼바. 고랑에서 다 되게 되나 곰바서 내가 잘 쪼그랬어.
Yeah, so you can apply that also, so during the path of accumulation, you only hear, so you develop that wisdom from the hearing, and then hearing the word, and then from the concentration, the wisdom developed from concentration, and then from the meditation, like that. Those three stages, you can apply that too.
Okay? Is it a little bit better? Oh, good. Thank you for the Jennifer.
I just saw it in the etymology
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's good, yeah. If you guys also someone has a difficult understand the meaning, they don't mean things, if you think, oh, maybe this way better, you have to say, okay, but it's helpful for us. Otherwise, another one way to, how I say, Tibet has so many different ways, but if you cannot say everything, then you guys will get more confused. What's that, then what means now, which one is the real one? If you understand something, or maybe that's the best way, then you can say, the other person can get, okay? This we can say for, thank you, Jennifer. Now is it a little bit easy, okay? Okay, 다 존엄지. 근데 다 존엄 못해. 다 존엄 가세요, 나?
How many types of path of preparation are there? How many divisions?
What are they? Good. 다시단 누구 안에 천이 얼마 여보를 연구했을 때 가서 일하고 오시러.
So we don't have to go through the definition of each of them now, because it will come in more detail later.
다양 조랑고 내가서 단대 빼나 담에라면 배 아니 라도 돕고요래. 돈이라면 라도 돕고요래. 조랑 내가서.
And so during the path of preparation, you achieve the special insight into selflessness if you're focusing on selflessness, or especially an insight into emptiness if you're focusing on emptiness.
아니 신의 돕살다 간지 신의 돕.
So you have already achieved the calm abiding. Okay, during that time, during the path of preparation, you have already achieved calm abiding, and now you are developing special insight. You have developed special insight focusing on either selflessness or emptiness.
아니 손하고 내가서 아니 신의 돕사래서. 근데
So during the path of accumulation, you already achieve the calm abiding.
그다 된도지. 다 아니 니디 손놈도 졸업니라. 갈라 그래. 니도 소치람라 그러was.
And so the path of accumulation and path of preparations are what type of path? Ordinary paths. Yeah.
아니 니디 손놈 졸업니도 파벨람 그 점도 있으나.
So is there a common locus, of heroes path of accumulation and path of preparation with superior path?
Miss. Yeah. She said no, big no, okay? Capital no. Okay. Why then? Someone said why then? You have to correct?
파보다 가서 수수기 용투 말했어.
다 대산이야. 가지 니도 소치라고 돼. 니도 소치 is.
So you have to say there is a common locus of superior and and the ordinary path, but not common locus of superior path and hero's ordinary path. Yeah.
그래. 대 당보주도 만나봐지. 찍노는 선지 차선 투로 당본데 만나봐지 와서.
So make clear of that first, okay?
오케이. 소치에는 소치 마이스. 원한 니도 소치 is. 소치 말 콜람 쇼서로 와서. 이나 니도 소치에서 가다 니도 람도 쇼고 니도 파파 마이스 니도 소치랍 그래서.
Yeah, the soge minds.
니도 소치 마이스. 그 람쇼서로 와서. 람쇼 가더라 와. 이나 니도 소치 좀 파파 말에 가잖아. 파람 찍어 도요 말 와서.
So Geshe is saying again, so when you say
Careful.
ordinary, hero's ordinary path,
It's
it's not an ordinary path. It's not an ordinary. Ordinary in a hero's ordinary, the being on a hero's ordinary path, it's not an ordinary being, because they have already entered into the path. They're not ordinary being, but they're hero's ordinary being.
Okay? It's first we need to like very step understand, okay? Otherwise we go straight there, look at again talk there so many, then you'll be more confused. Okay? 니도 소치 인조 소치 마이스. 그봐. 아니 니도 소치 코나 있다. 코나라 그랬어.
So the hero's ordinary being is ordinary, hero's ordinary being only. And it's not ordinary being, but hero's ordinary being.
그봐. 마이다다 니도 소치 코나인데 대도 파베스데 매우셨어.
Yeah, so you can say because it's only ordinary hero's hero's ordinary being because there's no common locus, with the superior being.
오케이. 제다 오케이. 가스로. 배나. 보고 전에 제 만약에 범이지나 범이나 범어 코나리만 아마 말아왔어. 범어 코나 있어.
So a woman who have not given birth to a child is only a woman, right? That cannot be. There's no common locus, of mother and a mother and a, I mean, sorry, only a daughter, right? So a woman who has not given birth, it's only a daughter. There's no common locus of being a mother and a daughter.
다 텐디데 보이잖아. 그 daughter로에도 아마 어려웠어. 잘 어려웠어.
And so, but when that woman, when she gives birth to a child, then she becomes both. She is a daughter of her mother, and she's a mother of her child. So she's both mother and a daughter.
어때네? 근데 니도 소체 잉이 바바잉이 요 말했어.
So in a similar way, if you are an ordinary hero's ordinary being, then you are only hero's ordinary being. There's no common locus of with the superior being, because there's no hero's ordinary beings who is also a superior being.
오케이. 다 니도 소체 잉이 바바잉이 메드처럼 매우진서 가르스나?
So why is there no being who is a hero's superior and a hero's ordinary being and a superior being?
Why not? Okay. Huh?
They haven't realized that is correct.
Why?
They're here's ordinary being, they're still on the path of accumulation or the path of preparation.
그래서
돈이 모습 맞아 외쳤어.
막 가지 또요 말씀.
가장 그 소남도 저놈 가로나로 열었어.
제단에 인지 촌람람 법안만 이거 말 시당 수용산이 야로다.
년도기 소남도 저놈 가로요.
제자 년도고 촌람도 저는 고나람 법안만 이거 제서 가래서나.
돈이 맞아 외쳤어.
다 알아.
돈이 모습 맞아 외쳤어 거기서.
대란은 되게 되면은
말이 돼서 말이야.
제도 만들듯이 싶어져서 말이. 이나 바지 랍타라다 tel라는데 이나 랍타라 바바에나 돈을 거는 뭐라서 지금 톱고 그랬어. 바바에나 대선 가르쳐 톱 많이 오셨어.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that way too.
Yeah.
You can say, yeah, because they have not realized emptiness directly or selflessness directly, and therefore they are not superior being. Or you can say because they have never achieved any of the three superior paths. So then a part of a seeing, part of a meditation, or part of normal learning. So if you haven't achieved any of those, then you cannot be superior.
Okay. 다 선이 야로 년 대신 소재 이게 바바에게 될래 그래서.
And then later, when you go up, to the Mahayana path, then there is a Mahayana ordinary being, who is also a superior being.
Okay. 다 나지가 라자라야 라자 소재 이게 바바에게 될래 그래서.
And same with the solitary realizers. So there is ordinary solitary realizers, and also who are superior beings.
다 년들로 요 말했어.
But those heroes don't have that.
Okay.
The heroes, ordinary beings, don't have common locus with the superior being.
그러나 신은 바벨람 전에 안 돼요. 티가야 좀 강요 말was.
Because that's the lowest path, right? So that's you are yet to go to the superior path.
Okay, yes.
So if they're a Mahayana ordinary being, but they're also a superior being, that means that they're either on the bodhisattva, the path of accumulation and preparation, but they realize emptiness directly.
Mm-hmm. Tira. 돈이 뭐 또 살았어요. 다 장주 셈바 때는 솔람도 저람니 돈이 뭐 또 사인자 그거 봐봤어요. 대말. 이제 대말에. 다때
제세 셈바 대시행면서 대근 거 배려서. 그만 봐봐이 되네 안 좀서들이 요랬어.
말다 그때 돈이 뭐 또는 들어왔다.
또 나더라다 그 제세 대말에.
사도 쇼에는 돈이 뭐 또요 말아.
사도 또 제가 또 말된. 제세 대말.
So yeah, I mean, you can say that in a sense, like when you first if you first enter into the Mahayana path of accumulation and preparation from the beginning, then yes, you don't realize emptiness directly until you achieve the path of seeing. But that's not the reason why you say, oh, there can be also spirit being. The reason is because you have gone through the Hinayana path, so like say hero's path, and then you achieve path of seeing or path of meditation or even path of normal learning, and after that, then you come back and enter into the Mahayana path, and then now you're on the Mahayana path of accumulation, first one, right? But you have gone through that before, and then you are superior being. So now you are superior being of the healers, and then now you are also ordinary being of the Mahayana. So you are both, ordinary being, a Mahayana ordinary being, and a superior being also.
Has that being realized emptiness directly?
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
And they have bodhicitta?
Yes.
They are bodhicitta, yes.
How are they not on the path of seeing?
Exactly. So that's why just realizing emptiness directly doesn't mean you're a superior being, That's not the reason. The reason for that being superior being is because they have gone through that path.
Okay. Is got it? Yes.
Therefore Hinayana synonymous with hearer's path?
그렇죠.
그래서 대면다 되는 년도 던지려고 했어요.
대면은 말 년들에 니 다쪽 가서 따면다 년들에 니란도 가더라. 이거 little bit of that.
It talks about there are two heroes paths, two Hinayana paths, the heroes and solitary realizers.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 제다다 주만에 야로가라 년도 소재 인조 소재 많이 년도 소재 코나에서 대주만에 소를 가지냐고 그래서. 다 뒤져 된간도 다 년도 밥을만 놓고 있다.
So now this is clear, right? So if it's ordinary heroes ordinary being, it's only ordinary heroes ordinary being, cannot be superior being.
Yes.
One quick question, you don't have to go all the way, you don't have to be a foe destroyer to then enter the Mahayana.
No, you can jump that between that.
And as soon as you're on the
Yeah.
path of seeing. Because isn't the path of preparation also called the ground of lineage, or is?
Rikisa. Rikisa 지금 말했어. that's 가서 저럼나.
대리기 사세도 간제 다 다치면 저것도 간제 코발에 줘야기 되게 릴레 쇼산 이렇게 살라고 그러was. 뭐지?
저럼
뭐 처럼 주보야 너에 그렇게 말했어. 이 돈엄마도 그 다치면도 심만 너에 그렇게 말했어.
말다 리기사스는 가서 저럼나 찍어라기 저럼 찍어야.
다 와신데 대회 찬다. 리기사도 저놈 찍어라. 전화해 들어. 간제 릭텔에 슈바레스. 릭텔에 런데 제단데 찍 들어왔는다. 멤버 sabject 남자 요스. 멤버 sabject. 대송 저발라 아니 내셔다 자위사 레지살에 대 칸터 저는 코알을 줘야게 그러고 되게 리틀라단 코알 줘야게 탑이시가 리틀 슈터를 하는 거지.
Yes, so that's another name, for that is the path of lineage, and because you are in the lineage, to achieve liberation or to be free from the samsara, and that's why it's called the path of lineage.
No. 리카르스나 코와 빠야게 리틀 슈터스.
So in the lineage, of abandoning samsara.
Okay.
Excuse me, if you go through multiple lifetimes, and maybe on one lifetime you accomplish the hero's path, on the next lifetime, do you get to try,
대용거를 사당도 양시세도 되네 있으게 용거 좋으레스.
So it means like you go through the hero's path in one lifetime, and the next lifetime you come back and then go into the solid realizer path, like that.
된대랑 말이지.
Yeah, you could do that. You can finish in one lifetime, or it can take multiple lifetimes.
나도 까와자 속서 세섬 속서 까와지 니도도 다큐멘터도 까와자 속서 그거랬어. 그리고
년도도 세섬
세섬 어디 니도도 세섬 나자 까와자 속서 그거랬어.
So in general, there could be a special cases, but in general, the heroes take 3 lifetimes to achieve the liberation, heroes' liberation, and the soul realizers, they take 100 eons, to achieve their realization. I mean, to achieve their enlightenment. The Mahayana, 3 countless great eons to achieve. So that's general, right? But again, through the tantric path, you can achieve in one lifetime also.
오케이. 다 아니 니디 전화부지라 가로.
What's after path of preparation?
뒤가 된다 가로. 니디 전화 조지도 좀 가로 봤어. 돈아 맞제공, 고나 맞제공 그 디바라들에스 다 되니데 도와.
So what is the definition of path of seeing?
Realization of the truth or the hearer?
니디 된방 가로. 니디 가로. 그래.
After completion of the preparation.
result of
The definition of here is a path of seeing.
랑은 저지위. 랑은 지지위 니디 전화 조지도 쉬.
So is it just only the path?
뭐 보여야 돼. There are two parts. Okay? What
So
are
the
they?
definition of a hearer's path of seeing is a clear realization of the truth of a hearer's, which arises after the completion of the path of preparation of a hearer, which is its own cause, and which is produced before the path of meditation of a hearer, which is his own effect.
제가 니디건 돈하나 가리고도 전화가 지시하고도 왔어.
랑이 주주베.
랑은 집에 전화가 지시하고도 왔어.
저랑 just 저기서 말아.
아,
저랑
다양고
라바상 저기서 말아.
제네로 따이로 와.
So can it be just after the path of preparation? So it has to be after the path of preparation, right?
Yes.
Completing, huh?
It has to be before the path of meditation. The path of meditation comes after preparation.
Yeah. So it has to be after completing the path of preparation, and has to come before the path of meditation, right? So, but the thing to pay attention to is its own cause. When you say its own cause, right? So not any kind of path of preparation, but path of preparation that is its own cause, and then not any kind of path of meditation, but path of meditation that's its own effect.
Why is that part for seeing? They don't have that same thing to the path of preparation. So you could say the same thing is caused by the path of accumulation
Mhm.
it's before the path of seeing.
그래.
They don't have that.
가로.
다도 내가 돌람나 가르친 데는 데네를 랍 거레스. 아주 졸람 겁스 간지 랍 거 말스. 돌람 가서 데는 랑게 주주베 졸람 더 가서 아나 랑게 데부주베 돌람 마게 건게 람들라. 아나 데라 데는 란디라스. 졸람 메시니라 데네 샤나 디라. 아나 데 졸람 데네 마샤 데 돌람 주고 데네 샤고 가레나스.
제가 때때 som다 생각도 som다 알다. 진짜 내가 가려나 som다 고르서.
Yeah, think about it. Why?
야. 생각도 제초대 강아 제요 말이야.
Yeah, you can't just apply to everything,
Yeah,
right?
everything.
Why is not applied to others, and why is it applied to here like that?
Why is distinctly the path of seeing? Because it's
Exactly. Why? Think about it.
They think about that, okay? 제다 아니
Good question.
But that does say the definition of a grounder, your ordinary being is, and it has that same wordage. So would that ordinary, being definition of the ground of your ordinary being apply to both the path of accumulation and the path of preparation? So it's not the first time that that's been.
Yeah, that was why I asked why, if it was sufficient to define the path of accumulation merely by clear realization of doctrine. But,
what do I say?
So in the ordinary being's ground.
Up at the top, the third, the definition of ground of the
Mm-hmm.
So
So definition of ground of heroes ordinary being, right? A clear realization of heroes which serves as a basis for the many good qualities which are its effect, and a clear realization which is included in the continuum of heroes ordinary being. So that doesn't mention about the previous part and then the later part. So in the part of seeing, you mentioned about the previous part, which is the part of preparation as being its cause, and then the later part, which is the part of meditation, is as being its effect. So that's what's Ian's caution. Yeah.
Was the answer be to show where it lines up in the order of the 5 paths? Is that what it is?
No, that's not the answer. Geshe said, think about it.
I don't see how it differs from preparation, because I can say the same thing.
저놈라든 라나 되다 rangi de wuju rangi jujube kasa solom gondo 조지스 종시 안 rangi de wuju 안 통라 마게 공게 나가서다 냔토기 통원도디 아니 저놈이 신이스나
고람 바지라 고람식 고람도 가르사는 것도 고람들라 랑게 제체비 아니 조람 조치도 쇼로 와서 고람도 통으로 와서 다 간다
So
고람도
let's say in that case, right? In that case, is the part of meditation a part of seeing? Why?
가르르스나 랑게 제체비 조람 조치도 쇼로 와서
But it came through completing its cause, part of preparation, right? Yes? Yes or no?
고람
Is it a realization of truth or not? Clear realization of the truth of heroes which arise after the completion of the path of preparation of heroes. Is it or not?
path of seeing, is it, or you're saying path of meditation?
Path of meditation.
Is that also?
Oh, is it also a clear realization of the truth of a hero which arises after completing the path of preparation of heroes?
No, it's a subsequent.
Huh?
It says it's a subsequent realization.
yes no what do you think 아니 고람 통으로 와서
So is path of meditation part of seeing?
너 통으로 고람라고 왔어
Path of meditation is not a part of seeing.
대인
Part of
가와레스 대인 가와레스
There are two different paths. Yes.
오케이 다다건데 대장면 다 만들어서 버렸다 대장면에서 대나 슈마테 삼다 단디코 맘보ቻ니 내 조항도 대장이 해야 돼 그래서 만들어 줘래 오케이 we not argument okay I thought more confused
So yeah, think about it.
도대체
Thinking about it, I still don't have my
대만은 더 고안 가르노 고놈라 통랑 신이 가르사마서
So why is it why is the path of meditation not part of seeing? What
Think
part of the
think 가르사마서
what part of the definition is missing on the part of meditation?
okay think about that this okay think about okay 다 되지 다 통랑함시 다 통랑 조사해 봐
So that's part of seeing, right?
다 통랑 냠자지 다 통랑 제다치니 와서
And then when divided, there are three:
숨도
the
통랑
exalted
냠자지
wisdom of meditative equipoise of heroes, part of seeing; the exalted wisdom of subsequent attainment of heroes, part of seeing; and heroes, part of seeing, which is neither of these.
오케이 다 아니 라이드 집에 담밀라 되지 냠바지 니도지 대방한다 공호치 니딘 통랑 냠자지 쓰니 단데 산이 라이드 집에 담밀라 된다요 레스 대상시 다고 지용 거리 보네
And then it says a clear realization of heroes' truth, which is a meditative equipoise, focus on pointedly on selflessness, which is its object, right? So that's the definition of the wisdom of meditative equipoise of heroes, part of seeing. And the reason why it is on the selflessness, which is its object, right? So there is a reason for saying that. Think about it. Why?
오케이 담밀라 냠바지
You cannot just focus on one point on a selflessness.
Okay.
You know, why does it have to say? Why can't you just say selflessness? Why does it have to say selflessness, which is its object? Why you have to say that? Why can't you just say selflessness, focusing on the selflessness? So that's the definition of the exalted wisdom or meditative purpose of hearer's path of seeing.
Yes.
Because the object is different for the different, for a hearer, a solitary reasoner, and a bodhisattva. So if you were a hearer and you need to be meditating on the subtle selflessness, because if you were meditating on, for instance, selflessness of duality or
That's good.
phenomena.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, like that. This is the reason. Okay.
Because the solitary realizes bodhisattvas have the different objects that they focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all different objects. So, all the that ninteji karo. Right to damile to nyaja in demakando. Kan nito ninteji tola nyamja chi tseni ninte tola nyamja. Ta ninte tola nyamja chi la kaseyoris na.
So how many divisions are there to the exalted wisdom or meditative purpose of hearer's path of seeing?
Samdoa ninte tola pache melam.
What are they?
Okay. Oh, the tati something rajada. I mean, kansa ka damile tiji deni me ninteji dembanga to kanshi ranga ngokaji panja jibi. And then you don't go to the ship and you need to Pachimala, and you tell I and you need to Shiba Jayos.
And then the definition of the uninterrupted path of the hearer's path of seeing. What is it? Clear realization of the truth of a hearer's, which is in meditative poise on pointedly on the selfless person, and which serves as the actual antidote for the acquired afflictive destruction, which are the object of abandonment, which corresponds to it.
Okay. Tadi Karikodo, Chude
So
Karikodo.
there's so many parts of the definition, right? So you understand every part. Why is that? What do you understand from this definition? It has to be clear realization of the truth of the hearers, right? Which is meditative poise, one pointed on the selflessness of a person. It has to do with the selflessness of a person, and which serves as an actual antidote, for the current afflictive obstructions, which are the object of abandonment, which corresponds to it.
Okay? We could understand that.
At that moment, they have the realization directly of the selflessness of the persons, and then they also abandon the afflictive obstructions that come along with that view.
No.
That's kind of what it says.
What is it? The initiative the pond lamados. Initiative pond lamados. That's
It doesn't say it abandons.
thing in this.
Yes, yes.
Good see.
Serves as an actual antidote, but doesn't abandon it. Serves as an antidote, but doesn't abandon it.
Okay. Tashidan desani Juma Lampad Seoing Gores.
So during the path of uninterrupted path of the hearer's path of seeing, you don't abandon. You apply the antidote at that time.
Okay. Kadi pana namala chanu Gores.
So when you abandon it, what does it become? Path of release, exactly.
Chidang Anzo Subu Tuyakala Kare, Sabati or was, Tusamar was.
So like when you apply soap, what are you doing? You're applying the antidote to the dirt, right?
And the Subut Karo, Subut Tusavada, Tasubus.
So when you have rinsed it, then you have cleaned it, right? Only at that time you have cleaned it. When you're applying soap, you haven't cleaned it yet. You're applying soap, to clean it, but you haven't cleaned it yet. So when you rinse it, then you cleaned.
Kadina, Kadina, Pache Malana, and the Dravajik Nimboko Gores. Pache Malana, Draven Nimboko.
So uninterrupted path has to be always antidote, to the delusion that corresponds with it, which corresponds to it.
Which serves as the actual antidote. That's why I thought it meant abandoned.
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
it's an antidote, not haven't abandoned yet.
Namdola Laido, Namdola Saido, Namtrol Lam Saidos. They Pache Malaji, Moka Pomba Kadi Ban Kaga, T Lampra, Namdola Rapchanures.
And then the path of release of hearer's path of seeing, is like when you have abandoned that delusion, and that particular delusion, and at that time you have achieved the path of release of the hearer's path of seeing.
Pena, Chick Chade, Kaji. 아주 support subject 거라 truth가 빠지만 로스 다 truth나 되나 truth 그 남라다 다나 그 사주도 술래요 말스 거 지간을 내가 제대로 로스 다나 남라를 그 냠바샤 되었어
So just like then, you're applying the soap, you are applying like unentered path. So when you have rinsed the soap, right, you are in a path of release, and then but you're still in the shower. You haven't come out yet. Right? You're still in it. So like that, it's a path of release. Still in meditation, equipoise.
오케이
Meditative equipoise.
오케이 다디 대하고도 빠체말하는 가디나야 되게 이니 남로라이나 델레 좀에 남로람 가디 남로
So
고레스
uninterrupted path has to be always an antidote, and the path of release, will be the freedom from, or after you have abandoned that delusion.
오케이 다 아니 조놈 치조 친구 이시 아니 돈을 빠체말로 돈을 남로선데 냠바샤도 질지 안 그랬어
And so these three, when you're at the end of the path of preparation, right? Which is the supermundane quality, of the path of preparation, and then once you achieve that, then you go into a meditation, and then in that same session, on meditation, then you achieve the path of seeing. So then that time you achieve the path of the uninterrupted path of seeing, right? And then also in the same meditation you achieve the path of release of the path of seeing of hearers.
they all same action
Same in one session.
okay
In
like
one
example,
in one meditation session.
like example like I think that's good easy as take shower you take out your clothes or you enter the bathtub 대가 조조노 차들 조노 드레스
So
That
that
is
time,
super
that
chill.
time you're in a path of preparation.
다고
You take off the cloth, and then you enter into the shower, right? At that time, you are in the path of the supermundane quality of the path of preparation.
다그 대 액션도 다 스럽지는 맞이거나 출려 거라 아니 받지만 차대 그랬어
And so then when you wet yourself and apply the soap, and at that time you are in an uninterrupted path.
다 아니 수련의 그 저거 마셔나 시에다라 아니 나노 차다 그랬어
And then when you rinse the soap and dress, then you become the path of release, the path of seeing.
다 되네 이 샤워도 파시네 그게 아초를 냠데 티 쉐거로 와 아니 제다 붙여야 되네
And then after that, after you come back, you remove the curtain, shower curtain, and then you dry your body, and now you are on the subsequent path.
maybe someone listen that why did you guys very funny examples huh? but I think this may be a little bit easy to understand okay 되지 다디나 가르고자 안에 당은 오까지 번자 집에 니도 끝다서도 대주도 가라고 그랬어
So I mean, and there's these different words, right? So it says serves as an actual antidote for the acquired afflictive obstructions. What is acquired?
Intellectually acquired, like
Acquired, right?
the
Acquired.
Yeah.
So like, so another word they use is intellectual. So that serves as an as the actual antidote for the intellectual afflictive obstruction. They call it an intellectual and innate, right? There are two, innate and intellectual. So the intellectual is like something that you gain, through some kind of belief in a view, right?
okay you understand 아니 니도 끝다서야지 전달을 쉽게 가다 말이요 말이지 니들 현재 니도 다 니들 니요 니도 끝나다 현재니 현재서야지 샤 시월도 못좀 관계가 요랬어
So there's the acquired. It's somebody through their study or a belief or view, they come to acquired, and that kind of delusion. And then the innate, is something that's naturally there, like everybody has that. But the acquired is only people who have studied and believed in certain ways, and they have it. So like the animals don't have that; they don't have any belief. So but they have the innate. And so innate afflictive obstructions.
다 빼놓고 가셔가지고 빼가죠 그냥 안두질라 좀 가렸나 렌데 마서나 디파스니 바사 그래서 저 여러분 근데 되는 거 따와 끝다서 해야 돼 이제 끝다서 이제 강가 빠져고 기세 요 말아 봐서 끝다서 해야 돼 진짜라 something 좀 맞죠 근데 렌데 마서나 저기 가로 까지 예반적으로 써야죠 렌데 송 그래서 되지로 어디 그다자 그래서 렌데 나저진 한 모금들 따와지는 요 말이지.
So what is the acquired example? Can you give an example?
예.
Like you learn something, like you acquire
Like what?
For example.
What do you acquired?
certain religious belief.
Like a wrong
you
view.
were taught by people growing up, and then innate would be something you were born with, like grasping an eye.
Isn't the view of the transitory collection considered an intellectually acquired affliction?
된거 봐라.
근데
나가서 직다디.
데리고 차보이 고기 말이야. 근데 시당 끝났어야 돼. 네가 끝나도 단 지다 끝나도 랍되게 더 시당.
직다디 군다 말하고.
시당
직다도 군다 얘기잖아. So you can have both on the transitory collection. There is the acquired transitory collection, and also there is innate transitory collection. So it's not necessary that every transitory collection is an acquired afflictive obstruction.
And being generous.
So like in Buddhism, we say you have to, you have to observe the karmic law of cause and effect. You have to observe the karmic law of cause and effect. If you don't observe the karmic law of cause and effect, then it is sin or negative karma. That's acquired, right? So every acquired is not necessarily abandonment. You don't have to abandon everything, but that's acquired, right? That's from the Buddhist view. And then also same can be like in other religions, they have different views like that.
제가 강사 세대 덴바 특해. 덴바 말나 강사 매도 그서 덴디게 강사 꼴에 장해서 강사 매나 덴바 말나 매도 그서 덴데 덴디게 따와달라 그러지.
So then there's like like even among the Buddhist tenets, right? We have different tenets. Like the lower tenets will say the person exists truly. If person doesn't exist truly, then doesn't exist at all, like that. Whereas we go up, to the Mahayana tenets, then they say the person nothing exists truly, right? So to that, then I'm saying the person exists truly is acquired obstruction, afflictive obstruction.
오케이 다 고도. 다 렌지 세대.
So that's the example Geshe was searching for.
나도 될 녀모 세대까지 내차 시다도 그 렌지 자대로스. 그 렌지는 연사 있었는데 걔가 그때 고 예든 저도 고 깨고 그랬어.
And so whereas like attachment, the attachment do we have? Attachment is a delusion also, right? So is it innate or acquired? Innate, yes. Attachment. Like generally the attachment, general attachment, anger, jealousy.
고 예든 가든나 고 깨고 그랬어.
So you don't have to have a reason. The moment you meet with the object, you will have that.
오케이. 다들 하고 좋아. 제에다 니리 돌아 받치는 아니 끝도 강가 방거만 코랑기 빵 고야기 끝도 되게 닝이니 제그레스.
And so it doesn't abandon every acquired afflictive obstructions. It only abandons, serves as an antidote to the acquired afflictive emotion, which are objects of abandonment, which corresponds to it. So only that which corresponds to it, not every.
대패샤잖아 변아 장도 내가 챙기잖아. 내가 강가 채우면 변아. 레고지라 내가 뭐 보지 여와이나. 미치게 내가 강가 채우면 수수 제거도 고다다 제시하고 대성으로.
So like a job that corresponds to you. What is your job in the office, right? You have a different job. Everybody has a different job. Your job is to do this. Your job corresponds to this, and other person's job corresponds to this. So you do your job only. You don't have to do all the job in the office like that.
제가 돈을 받지 말고 그런 게빵 토야기, 그런 게빵 고야기 아니 니럽거다. 세대게 engini 잘 그랬어.
So
그런 거 가지고 다 끄다래 그네. 끄다 강가 말했어. 다 니럽거다.
So it's in the path unedited path of the path of seeing, you only serve as an antidote, to the acquired obstruction, afflictive obstruction, which corresponds to it. So not every kind of acquired obstructions, but only that corresponds to it.
Do you guys understand?
So means only that has to be abandoned in that time.
Do you understand that?
So not all the acquired afflictive obstruction.
히득거다 말했어.
And then there is afflictive obstruction, and then there is obstruction to knowledge, right? Afflictive obstruction and obstruction to knowledge, the difference, right? So that afflictive obstruction is the obstruction that obstructs you from achieving a liberation, and then the obstruction to knowledge is the obstruction that obstructs you from achieving instead of an enlightenment, full of Buddhahood, right? So there is a acquired an afflictive obstruction, and there's acquired obstruction to knowledge also. Yeah, so it doesn't serve as an antidote to all kinds of acquired acquired obstructions, because it doesn't serve as an antidote to the acquired obstruction to knowledge at that time when you're in an uninterrupted path or the path of seeing.
Are you for Philip?
Try
What
not
up?
to, Geshe.
Are you lost?
I don't feel lost, but
Really? Where you lost?
no, I don't feel lost.
Oh, good. Yeah, this is very important, okay? It's very. 빼 내가 좀 빼 내가 좀 버려. 당보는 가도 갈래지는 고모지는데 얘네는 나온다고 쉬려 그래는 고배로 그래서.
So it's important to understand these terms, like terms and the words, and not mixed up with them, because it will be very, very similar later when you go. It adds up more and more, but similar, but more adds up more and more, and then it becomes more and more confusing. So if you are clear here when it's less, then becomes more clear later when you get more and more.
제다 아랑은 오고지 빠자 집에 덴드징이 집에 년티 대망가 도된 인 돈을 드니 전화 그냥 가리었어. 아랑은 오고지 빠자 집에 년드징이 셔봐. 그도 맞아. 그저도 바꿔서는 그냥 가리었어.
Okay, so if we say single-pointedly recovers on pointedly on the selfness of person, and which serves as an actual antidote for the afflictive obstructions, right? Instead of saying acquired, we just say, instead of saying acquired afflictive obstructions, if we say antidote for the afflictive obstructions, what is the problem with that?
Doesn't get rid of the
No.
empty. It's only addressing the acquired ones, not the innate.
그리고
또 군다지고 저거만 그러는데 땡겨대지 그랬어.
제가 렌지
땡겨대 제거지 그랬어.
제가 렌지 제도 돈하고 렌지 제도고 말했어.
그래 다들 가서 그 군다 말라봐이나 되네 땡겨대 제거지 그랬어. 이제는 그 돈한 곳 제도고 매에서 군다 라고 그랬어.
그래서 우리 등
Because then it wouldn't meet the definition of which are the objects of abandonment which correspond to it, for that particular uninterrupted path.
랑이 뭐죠?
Because
하나 랑 오가지 덴드징이 셔나 껴가요. 랑 오가지 덴드징이 셔나.
So if it says serves as an actual antidote for the
덴드징이 셔.
for the
녀드징이 셔 봐도. 녀드로.
for the acquired for the afflictive obstruction, which are the object of abandonment and which corresponds to it. If we say that, what's the problem with that? If you just take out the acquired. Yeah.
Okay, what's the problem? Bob,
And it could be the innate afflictive obstructions.
that's what
그래서
it
다른 것들 랭게 추서 그랬어. 다른 것들 그 뭐그 디바 연습 가르나 추서 그랬어.
아니 녀드나 렌지 그것도 렌지도 그저 걸음이 차다. 저 그래서.
So if it is delusion, I mean afflictive obstruction, it has to be either acquired or innate. Yes?
예언,
Does it have to be either one?
아, 밥,
I think so, I'm not sure.
에브라, 마걸. You guys more smart. I don't know. How are you? How are you?
Yeah, I think it has to be.
How are you? Yes. You lost? What happened? I thought you guys lost. We go to very slowly. Don't lost, okay? What do you think?
I think that both are included.
그러.
이제 추열했어.
나는 암세. 예래도 되니까 고려 하잖아.
So if it is afflictive obstruction, does it has to be either acquired or innate obstruction, an innate or afflictive obstruction?
저도 특히 가고도 고도.
You understand the caution? If it is afflictive obstruction, right? If it is afflictive obstruction, does it has to be either innate afflictive obstruction or acquired afflictive obstruction?
It has to be one or the other, yes.
Yes.
It has to be either innate or acquired,
Yeah.
yes.
가능한 거랬어.
I don't think there's any such thing as merely an
뭐였나 부도 부모가는 고려 하잖아.
So if he's a human being, has to be either male or female.
Yes. and then mother perform going to rest. Me.
What about human being? Human being is either male or female, right? So what is it? Male or female?
It's with too comfort.
If it's a human being, it has to be either a male human being or a female human being, right? Right? That's what you said. So what about the human being itself? Is it a male human being or a female human being?
Depends on what it
The human being
corresponds
itself. Huh?
Depends on what it corresponds to.
The 가르님도 저요, 될 잘해.
제가 뭐 가르쳐 못 해요.
So what is the corresponds with?
예. 저 내가 하고 내까지 내가 저 때까지.
There's importance in that.
가르나
You understand
즉 납당데 채워야 돼.
the way you say it, the way we say it, right?
제가 내가 알아서 나도 시단 로열 그때 저 집어다. 로열 뜻이 너나 군도 때 숨서 제가 놓았어.
It's just like a lawyers, arguing, right? They play with the words, So this is if you make a little bit mistake in the word, then they catch on that. And then they
나도
make a point on
선임이라다
that.
된다고 해서 선임이라 빼 쉽지 않다고 빨리 뚝상 기사 좀 매서요.
So philosophy is very similar to that.
저는
When you
기사
study
좀
philosophy,
피파 기사 좀 코피 쓰셔요 그래.
so they go and after the word and they point to the word and they make you like not move, not be able to move anywhere.
어디지?
Human being is inseparable from sex.
The gender.
So then are you saying then that's the point then is that why it has to say acquired, or it has to say, you couldn't just say afflicted,
제가 대말하는 특별 몸을 해요.
It's afflicted, but it means
제가 오늘도 년दिन 토나비 빠져라 니 그다음에 잡 그다음에 메시지 저잘 줘래서 얘나 특징이 그래 특징 그다음 말하나 특징 거지네 특례 베베 특례라 내가 해서
So if you like you said, so all of you said about the innate, right? So innate afflictive obstruction can come in too if you don't say acquired, right? So if you have to say acquired, because if it is uninterrupted part of seeing, then it is necessarily that which serves as an actual antidote, to the only acquired afflictive obstruction, and not.
An example, like, let's say laziness. Let's say like laziness is an obstruction. Lazy.
no
No?
그러
렐로디 녀모로 하세요.
녀모들이
So
니들 제대 시당 지금 잠바지 거다 휴 전번 되는 게 싫어
녀모 다 렐로. So what about it?
would it be acquired or
가르다
그러
그래서
군다다
군다리.
현재로 현재
That is innate.
innate?
야
Yeah. Animals have that too.
파파를 빼 먹어서 파파를
The laziness, yeah. You don't
And
think animals are lazy?
Yes, it is.
the pigs very lazy person
Yeah.
even
Any innate is not acquired, you're saying.
Yes. 그래. 다들 가서 생기디 땅은 저 가서 생기에나 걸어다 군다 많이 잡서.
야 현재에나 그다음 많이 잡 대치긴다세 현재에나 통보 많이 잡 되니반데
So if it is innate, necessarily not acquired. If it's innate, necessarily not an abandonment of part of seeing.
대자 통다 통보에나 그다음에 잡
So if it is abandonment of the part of seeing, it's necessarily acquired.
통보에나 아니 가로 같이 가는 거
군다 많이 잡서.
그다음에 잡스
If it's abandonment, of the part of seeing, it's necessarily acquired, afflictive obstruction.
다 받체 melon 세 미토에서 받체 melon은 이니에 잡스
So if it is the uninterrupted part, it is necessarily antidote.
남도라에나 받체 melon 텔레 총에 대뇨모도 방외게 다 방에 강사 로테미 잡스
So
방와도
if
내가
it's a
말이야
part of seeing, the part of the release, not the part of seeing, then it's necessarily abandonment, and abandoned, abandon that delusion which corresponds to it.
남도라 토바다 아니 대방 고대 토거든 고대세 아니 남대세 토거든 고대
So then the moment you achieve the path of release, then you achieve the path of cessation also.
오케이
This is all pertaining though to acquired afflictions, not innate. Correct?
다들 간 상황은 꾸달라 셔거라.
강학거다 단다셔야 돼 그도면 돈
Yeah. So
현재
we're
주시고
only talking about the path of seeing, yes. So in the path of seeing, it's only acquired.
돈은 암조 건에 딩고까지 빠져도 그다음에 잡삼고 그랬어
So if it is path of seeing, then all the abandonments to be abandoned in the path of seeing is acquired.
Okay. The kadina tengodan. The shanjib sama kawa kawan tono zenda tingunga panja de kadayum goes.
So that is sure for every path, right? So every path, even if it's a bodhisattva path of seeing, then it has to be only acquired obstruction and afflictive obstruction.
Okay. That tela shiba jason was.
And then now it's what's the uninterrupted path of the path of seeing has how many? 8 forbearances of hero's path of seeing.
다 대고자 안에 대간이나 가래.
소박이에서.
소박이지. 강사 때문에 뜻이도 년대 대방도 강시. 안에 라운드지 받지 말아지 뭐까지 빠자 집에 니도 끝달래 미수 좋아 니도 너너러니 쓰니 대라이나 아니 시바제요스.
And then that's the definition of the path of release of the hero's path of seeing. This is a clear realization. You can read that too. A clear realization of the truth of a hero in meditative equipoise, one pointedly on the selflessness of person, and which is actually released from the acquired afflictive obstruction, which are the objects to be abandoned, corresponding to the uninterrupted path, which induces it.
단도서 레레레 주마 안에 지금 뭐 얼마 빠진듯이 많이 온 것을 내가 라그메서 고비로 그랬어. nên mà cô 카투도 그런 거 was.
Excuse me, now I'm lost. What page did you just read from?
18, number 11.
Thank you.
Okay, good. And then there's that and that tranga rere레 주고 말해서 주마 고 그래 도용 거 봐.
And then it's when this is divided, there are 8 knowledges of heroes.
And then
So anyway, so earlier in the uninterrupted path has 8 forbearances, and then the path of release has 8 knowledges. So this will come in more detail later. We don't have to go through that right
아니
now.
돈을 줘봐제세도 받지만 제레. 시바지는 남돌아 제레스.
So the 8 forbearances are the 8 uninterrupted paths, and then the 8 knowledges are the 8 path of releases.
이나 산인 데라야 람제세 타니오 말스. 람제세. 람가도 람제세 타니오.
But they are not called the path 8 paths. Okay, there's no term for these as 8 paths.
오케이. 자다 받지말라이나 랑고지 뉴모데 응니엠베 찹. 남돌아이나 대파웨 다 델레 조비 찹스. 대고고 노스.
So if it is uninterrupted path, then it has to be an actual antidote, to its abandonment, right? And if it is the path of release, then it has to be released, from the acquired afflictive obstructions.
전도서 시다 용다다 강사되냐 봐. 저 검진도 전에 샘가 또바디야 슈치하다면 되지. 야한테 샤축도 연구해 들어봐서 나도.
And so these are all are gained through meditation. Right? So when it goes into meditation, then you fight with that delusion or apply that antidote to that delusion. And then when you have released or freed yourself from that delusion, then you go up to the path of release.
Okay. Okay. Now any questions there? Okay. Now go think about that more. Okay. Very complicated things. But still, I want to take picture you guys. Don't give up. Okay. Okay. Don't give up. Okay. Just take picture. Just scan your mind. Okay. Scan. This is scan. The next one, the next scan. We need to scan. With that scan. Scan your mind. Does it make sense? Yeah, take the photocopy of your mind, okay? You go above very similar things, say again, and then you feel more comfortable, okay? Okay? Okay, yes.
Acquired afflictive obstructions. I'm not clear how that's different from understanding how to identify
그래서
군다다 생기니까 그냥 개발되면 나하고 하고 막 써.
나도 저는 밑함이 저라 샤도 시우 베나 샘지 드누절라야 무슨나 니바사르세 something yours. 그래서 something 말했어.
So like thinking that if you kill an insect, it's a negative karma. Do you have that? We have that. Human beings have, right? Not every human being have that. And not every human being believes that. Right? And of course, as an animal, you don't have any idea about that. Will animal understand that if you kill an insect, you'll create negative karma? Will they understand that? Will the dog understand that? Will the cat understand that? No, right? They don't. Yeah.
제대 제당 다 인간주의를 텐데 그다 자대 그랬어.
So we have that, right? That's acquired. So you through the knowledge, then you come to, oh yes, so that's acquired.
그다는 힘하며 사바 찌는 거랬어.
So the acquired is something new, that you didn't have before, naturally. You developed it through some kind of knowledge.
직전에 지나게 나주 맞으면 내라야 무슨 득바에 줘 봐줘 봐지 데려 걔네도 요즘 말았어.
So maybe before studying Buddhism, you never had thought about that, killing an insect. You see an insect and a bug in the house, you just chop, you kill it like that. You don't think that, oh, that's a negative karma. You don't think that. After you become Buddhist, then you learn about it, and then you say, oh no, killing is negative karma, so I should not kill like that. So that is acquired, right?
Do you have like that before? Before you study Buddhism?
Did you think that killing bug in the house is a negative karma? Did you think that? No, yeah.
뭐 대다 다초 나주 장 사바인자 대대 바데 이봐서 요를
What
봤어.
is the innate version of that?
Hmm?
What's the innate version of that?
Not the innate, that's acquired.
No, I know, but what is an example of an innate variation of that?
다 되게 행결을 가르쳐 그랬어.
현재라 샤시고 간 거잖아. 내 자체도 또 먹은 거 같아. so 나는
Not that exactly that. That would be the acquired. You can't say a version of that. But like, the innate would be like, and everybody has that. You don't have to have a knowledge or reason to think about that. So some of the delusion that just arises, without knowledge or reason.
만두질라 무시 몸바인도 왔어.
So like we have a delusion in our mind, like we have a ignorance,
Right.
the ignorance of not knowing. So that's innate.
But right. But I guess what I'm struggling with is a belief in that killing an insect is negative karma. That's not a delusion.
뭐 딜루지를
Not a
말다.
delusion.
제가 그다서에 강가 딜루지 고 말았어.
So not acquired doesn't have to be delusion only. Not every acquired has to be delusion.
네가 된다는 라면 대라면 네가 강사서에 때 매나 내마마다 매도 그래서 그도지 삼수치 점사기네. 대라 그래. 이제
So like in tennis, like we talked about in Buddhist tennis, this is like if the person doesn't exist truly, then doesn't exist at all.
되는 삼수치 그랬어.
So that acquired through believing in that person exists truly only. So that's acquired.
묘모에게 대자고 그랬어. 다 묘모행의 시도 해변.
So that is a delusion also.
대대치 변한 것도 샤시고 변한 샘제도 세나 개만 간도 하가 간도 사야 되거든. 대 묘모 그다도 자도 그랬어.
And then also like in some religion they believe that there's no negative karma in killing fish or birds or animals because the God that was given by God for us to eat them, like that kind of thing. That's the delusion. That's a acquired delusion also.
Right.
Okay?
And like afflicted doubt, right? That could apply, like if you had doubt. Afflicted doubt is an innate, an intellectually acquired affliction.
그래서 태솜새, 녀모증의 태솜새,
너도 선인들 말해라 연거스.
녀모증의 태솜새 가다가다 먼저 돈다 잉토 잉크라스.
돈보 연거리요. 나 연거리. 돈보 야드시겠어. 나 연거스.
Yes, yeah, it can be.
제가
It can be
산이도
acquired also.
단도 끄다지만 연거리. 근데 묘모 야드시 티그레스. 된마 산이 티쇼 그랬어.
There are like 100 and something,
Okay.
the delusions that's to be abandoned
Yeah.
in the path of seeing. So any delusion that is to be abandoned in the path of seeing is what again?
그다음에
Acquired.
잡다 지나서
It has to be
뭐야
acquired, right? So
그다음에
anything that is to be abandoned in the path of seeing is acquired only. You will not abandon any innate delusions in the path of seeing.
오케이. 다 담보 대하고 같이. 근데 그다 가리마다 전 주먹
Almost.
갈래 갖고 그랬어.
Understand?
You understand?
Still want to know an example of an innate delusion, or an innate obstruction.
가서.
그래서 그래서 행계된 영혼 행계 sen지 단단 뭐 하고 뭐 sen시.
오케이. 준대를 가려면 통도해.
Do you see what is on the page there?
Here, look at me.
Do I see it?
Yeah.
I couldn't if I came around.
Yeah,
no,
no,
no.
from
Right now
there.
you see.
There? No.
어때처럼 무시 식으면 도왔어.
Is that ignorance?
Is it ignorance?
Yes, it's not known.
Yeah, not knowing the ignorance.
Yeah.
Good or bad doesn't matter. Do you guys read Tibetan kakakanga? Say kakakanga?
Tibetan alphabet? Do you know Tibetan alphabet?
Yeah, this is ignorance.
That's ignorance.
Right? Yeah. Not just yes, not like that. This ignorance means that non knowing karo.
Not knowing.
Non knowing is ignorant. Doesn't matter. Good or bad doesn't matter. Okay? Cheda te chana jinse ke mare chana shingyo ma cheda te ignorant.
Is there a reason for that?
No reason, right?
That's no reason. Yeah? So that's innate. How do you say innate or innate? Innate.
Like that, okay, like that. Ta chana da ngi jinse chemba. Wa ta nambe ne karo. Ani pecha chana ta kaje. Ngaso tambe kode wando ta nya se ba ina. Dikpa da se ngaso nambe mo lava ina ngima jodo jamanyo tawa deo maris. Te jaan tawa jana te la kata gres.
And then kunda nyomo marate.
Te nyomo je banda ya.
The nyomo ngi shawo kunda.
Ta kata nyomo kan ya.
nyomo kunda. Ta tamde onge sana ta te. Ta tamde 저 nemba madula te ta ta ma sha.
Tante kode waje tante wolma shana decha kanga shan decha.
nangbar jina dina sha mate mate sha sa ma khaje.
wolman decha ta kanga de sha sha thomba je kanga yoyor. Tante wolma le ta sani wolma tatin. Kunna ngogun gonta samare.
So like in Buddhism, we will say like the lower school says, oh yeah, things exist truly. If it doesn't exist truly, it doesn't exist at all. So that because of studying that, you think, okay, yeah, the person exists truly, and so that will be because you acquired that through that study, through that knowledge. Therefore, that will be acquired delusion, and like when you talk in Buddhism, right? But anyway, there will be more example given later. But if you compare with other religion, like the religion who says, okay, eating fish is not a negative karma, because they say, oh, because it's given by God for them to eat, therefore there's no negative karma in killing fish, and so that will be acquired also.
간제 내차여레 공조여레 나자여레 말이 받아서 강한 건 도반을 연결해서 같이.
So if you didn't have that, if you didn't study that the religion, then you will not come to believe that, and that belief came from studying that the delusion. Therefore, that's acquired, and so there is also like that. There's acquired, attachment, acquired, the doubt, and acquired jealousy. All these things that's to be abandoned on the path of seeing.
Okay. Yes.
So acquired delusions are not carried over from previous lives, but innate ones.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Are carried over from previous lives.
그러.
then 행기된 가서 기억 생활만
That's
해보았어.
good. Yeah.
and 행기된 가서 군다대 요 말았어.
Yeah, that's good. That's good one example. Yeah, that's like that. 나도 like it. 배잖아. 티와니 티와 키운 거 like this. 그다음에 돼 세인디가 좀 되온 거.
Yeah, so the acquired is in this lifetime through studying, some kind of tenets or religions, and the innate is the one that you carry from previous life to this life and goes from this life to the next life.
Okay, now we do homework. Do you remember homework?
So we had one question still from the before, which was,
Can you try that one?
what was it?
Yeah, can you try that one? 담보대.
Yeah, go ahead with that one
Okay,
first.
it was how many possibilities between a clear realizer of a hearer and a clear realizer of a hearer's ordinary being?
가로. 년도.
년덕이 원도다. 년덕이 가서 년도 수수기 원도. 이렇게 가서 무슨 가려였어.
가르니 년도.
년덕이 원도다. 년덕이 수수기 원도.
알레라 okay. Okay, how many?
Three.
Okay. 가르메.
What doesn't exist? Which one missing of the four?
A clear realizer's, hearer's ordinary being that's not also a clear realizer of hearer.
가로.
다 가서 수수기 원도인기, 년덕 수수기 원도인기, 년덕 원도 말이 요 말했어.
Okay. 소소 지우는 도행이 년등 도 많이 요 말했어.
Ordinary self.
Okay. 다 인자행에서 자도 인자행에 돼.
What about the both?
Okay.
That which is both. Can you
Okay,
give an
maybe
example of that which is both?
Bob,
Yes.
can you say Bob?
An example of something
Yeah.
that is both.
인자행에 돼.
Renunciation.
What?
You're right.
가로.
Renunciations.
Okay.
예중.
내주. 가ring 해주. 년등 해주 임베스.
Renunciation
What do
in
we say?
general or renunciation,
What?
particular renunciation?
Renunciation of a hearer.
Renunciation of a hero.
년등 해주 돼.
년도 예중도 가서 년도
년등
원도다.
해주.
연대 소속이 온 것도
Okay, you keep that, okay? Keep that, okay? Don't change.
hold on to that.
Okay, hold on then. You think about okay, Ian. What are the do you have example of both?
A clear realization of a here, that's both a here and an ordinary here.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, you think about Marco, you have?
Hmm?
Do you have? Deborah, you have?
Path of accumulation?
Path communicator.
소람.
Sonam, okay. Nindu sonam ros.
Path of accumulation.
What?
Path of accumulation, you said?
Okay. Okay.
I would say, yeah, a here on either the path of accumulation or the path of preparation would fit both descriptions.
Okay, you?
Same, I said accumulation of merit.
Okay, you?
Same.
Same Bob or you have the two parts, okay. Okay.
Accumulation of
소람도 저람사.
The here, on the path of accumulation.
그리고
소람 연대 소람사.
sonam. Okay. 아주도 Bob 그 갈라서.
What did Bob say?
What Bob say?
renunciation.
다 걸 깬 잡도 전 잡도.
Can you see any fault in saying that?
Yes,
Okay, what do you find?
because that would also be in the continuum of the superior, here.
그리고 돈은.
더는 거 중에 중대.
어.
So the renunciation in the continuum of the being and a part of
그
seeing
따뜻한 Bob를 따뜻한.
is that
Can you debate for Bob? You
Still a hearers.
no, you debate Bob.
That's not both, the question was, what's an example of something that's both a clear realizer of here and clear realizer of here or ordinary being?
Oh, yeah, okay, I was thinking the wrong way around.
You see, you found that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
The wrong way around.
good. Okay. 다 인자행이 들어봐. Okay. Then 다 가리 아니 가려고 뭐 영은 가네 가도록 다 묻히지. 인자행이 되지.
이제 말.
인자 마행이 돼 가래.
What is neither?
Easy.
Oh, yeah, I had a here, the
Yeah.
direct realization of selflessness.
Yeah.
Here's, sorry, what did?
What?
Neither of those.
Not-
Yeah.
Oh, me, my vows and my continuum.
Okay. 아니, 그러니까 사설이 무슨 사설이?
이제 말게 다 가서 연덕인 것도 있게 저는 연덕 소속이 온 것도 많이 셔.
알레, 다 년동 것도 니도 소소지 많이 가야 봐.
And what about the that which is hearers clear realization, but not hearers ordinary clear realization?
But
Huh?
You're on path of meditation.
what do you think? Are you sure? You sure?
that's the person, that's not the
I know,
realization.
I'm the person.
Yeah, that person. Yeah.
It's supposed to be realization of the person.
Yes, you have different.
Well, the original answer I was gonna say, the first one.
What you say?
Well, I was gonna say like generosity practiced in the continuum of the here and the path of accumulation, because that's the clear realization. Because if you just say here is path of accumulation, that's the path, that's not the clear realization.
Okay. Do you understand? Huh? A little bit. It's very complicated. Really? It's not interest. There's something to It maybe we try to again. They become more easy. First maybe then. Therefore, 당봉아도 돼 특히 하고 뭐 특고랑 하고 뭐 도스. 된다 파셔. 특히 가리나 된다 가면 하고 뭐 도스.
First, you have to be familiar with the word itself,
Yeah.
right? If you're not familiar with the word, then let alone the meaning. You don't even understand the word itself.
Right? Do you understand? 제다 당보 특히 다 먹으나 되는 거 나오고 뭐 도스. 제다 당보 특히도 오지 않. 단위도 오지 않고도.
So first, you have to study the word, right? First, you have to study the word, and then you come to understand the meaning.
Okay. Okay. I think we got yeah. Okay then.
The other question was we had was, is the hero's path of accumulation necessarily an ordinary path? But we already kind of answered that in this beginning when we were talking about. So I guess we can move on to the next
Okay.
homework.
Can you look this? This is Harvard's homework. He's not able to come there. He sent me his homework.
So the new homework then, the first question was, the moment after generating renunciation, what path do you achieve?
Okay.
And again, we're only talking about hearers.
Okay. What he wrote?
He wrote, the here's path of accumulation is small.
No, I think this is the different way. No, correct. Okay. Do you have? No. Do you have? Okay. Devra, you have? Karo, sikh karo. Nindu ngenju chewadan lam karto karo. Yeah, this is a very easy one. Okay, do you have?
Well, can you ask it again?
그 년도 람충을 주고 그랬어. 따더라.
Ala, nindu to ala, okay, yeah.
서로 충을 주고 그랬어.
Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, I think you do right. What do you think? Bob? Devra? Marco, you understand? Huh? Really? We will talk about only the heroes. This is just heroes, okay? Who has renunciation? Which path they achieve?
When you first generate renunciation, what path do you achieve?
Here's path of accumulation.
The first path, right? What's called, what is called, you know the term? Yes, yeah.
Okay, can you say again? Everyone say.
Path of accumulation. Yeah.
Okay, what do they call the name?
Path of accumulation.
Okay, when?
First.
After realizing renunciation.
Okay, the person first renunciation.
Soon as you generate renunciation.
Renunciation.
Soon as.
What path you get?
Path of accumulation.
Okay, 100%. Okay, okay. This is
주께와다 람라 주고
Yeah.
람라다.
Ninju chewadan lala shuga tinyamis. It's
So you
same
have to
time.
say soon as. Like if you say after, that means like renunciation first, then enter into the path. It's not like that. The moment you generate renunciation, you have already entered into the path.
Enter the
Yeah. So as soon as you generate renunciation, you enter into the path. Yeah.
Okay, can you say? Say again. Good.
That's right.
When we get renunciation? When?
When do we generate renunciation?
Day or night? What?
Yeah, 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7 what?
Every day.
Disgust for samsara and a wish to be free from it throughout day and night.
Correct.
Tuesday? They got ninju chewares.
So when do you generate renunciation? Is when you have a wish to achieve liberation throughout day and night. When
Okay.
you have a wish to achieve liberation throughout day and night, then you have generated renunciation.
Okay. 안에 디갑 람 가르쳐 그래.
Then at the same time, what do you achieve?
The path of accumulation.
What path do you achieve?
The path of accumulation.
Good. Okay, that's good. That's good. Are you guys same? Now you got it. I think he's pass. Okay, second.
His answer is correct.
Yeah. I'm Harvard. You are correct.
There's more information.
Okay.
The second question, yeah, we talked about already. It was here's path of accumulation and here's path of preparation. Are they necessarily ordinary paths?
Yes. No.
Yes.
Why? Why?
No direct realization of selflessness.
Why not?
It's
저 솔로면나 돈인게도 마도 담행게도 마도 차다.
So if it is being on a path of accumulation, is it necessarily not have realized emptiness directly or selflessness directly?
시당 솔로면나.
If it is in the path of a path of accumulation, if it's a being on a path of accumulation, is it necessary for him or her to not have realized emptiness or selflessness directly? In general.
Oh, in general, no.
Oh, good. That's good. Do you understand, Deborah? You got it? You got the fall? Okay. 다 년대지 솔로존로 거나 돈인게도 마도 차러 왔어.
But if it is hero's path of accumulation or path of preparation, then necessarily not have realized emptiness or selflessness directly.
오케이. 가나 년대 존롬 더 받아 담엘라 미벨 한도 더 받더냐레스. 아니 그러.
돈인 것은 마도 잡.
돈인거 마도 잘 가지 마도 잘해. 애는 봐봐마요. 돈인거 담은 또 권하는 봐봐 미쳤어.
So because why have they not realized
봐봐 많이 미쳤어.
selflessness or emptiness directly?
They've only realized the word and meaning.
Yeah, you can say that, or you can say simply, they're not superior beings. Yes, they're not superior.
It's me?
They're not in a superior path.
And they're ordinary.
Yes.
That one? Okay. If you got clear? Okay. What he said?
He said, yes. Here, being to be on the hearer's mundane path. It is possible for a hearer's Arya being to be on the solitary mundane or bodhisattva mundane paths.
That's correct? What
Is
then
that
are you
correct?
right? What are you right?
He said yes, because there's no direct realization of selflessness.
Okay. What do you write? Do you write? Karen?
I didn't do my homework.
Oh. How about you? You did?
No, I'm not sure.
Oh. Michael, do you did?
Do you
Oh,
ever-
how you did? Oh, you did your homework. Okay. Ian, you did?
What, the second question still?
Yeah.
I missed the question.
What are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? Huh? Where are you going? What's the question?
The question was, is the hearer's path of accumulation and hearer's path of preparation necessarily ordinary paths?
Yes, I already answered that.
Bob, you right?
Yeah, I said, yeah, they have to be ordinary. If one's an Arya being, then it's not possible to be on those paths.
Okay.
Here's paths.
Oh, say again?
If you're an Arya being, it's not possible to be on the here's path of accumulation or here's path.
I didn't need to say. Okay, that's good. Do you right?
Yeah, it's the same.
Now, how about you?
Oh, no, I don't. That's why I was away.
Okay, it's okay. Okay, Jennifer, I think you write the same, yeah. Okay, then?
Okay, so the next question is, what's the meaning of exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise of a hearer's path of seeing?
Go through.
년도 가서 년도 가서 냠샤이식 생각하랬어.
Ah, le. Okay,
년도 통란 냠샤이식 생각하랬어.
do you have? We just read here. Do you have? Huh? Yeah, just go to the text. It's just here.
But you can't look at the text of this.
Oh, with the text. Okay, go ahead, yeah.
It's a clear realization of the hearer's truth that as a meditative equipoise focus one pointedly on the self-existent person, which is its object.
Got it?
Yeah, meditative equipoise. That I also.
Yeah, extra word.
He extra.
Extra word.
If you do extra, it fall.
Person, I meant to write self-existence in general.
What page number? What page number?
18.
18. Do you have book? Do you have 18? Do you see?
Yeah.
Marco, do you saw?
Number 9. Yeah. Number 9 on the page 18.
Okay. Can you write?
Can you read it? Yeah.
Realization of the hearer's truth, which is meditative equipoise focus one pointedly on self-existence, which is its object.
Okay. Can you give the caution again?
The question was, what's the meaning of an exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise of a hearer's path of seeing?
된다 그랬어.
된다서는 생일은 집어라다. What's the is it same meaning and definition?
Says what's the meaning of exalted wisdom?
Yeah.
Because you didn't say what's the definition.
냠바 자서 간제 telaya. 냠다 니요 가서 냠다 니 시험 봤어. 생이라는데 고용만. 냠다 니 시험 봤어. 이거는 세다 이징은 세다 니 시험 봤어. 저기도 했어.
냠샤사데.
냠줘야 돼. 냠줘야 돼. 여기 이징은 냠다다 이징은 냠다 니 시험 봤어.
So last time Geshe he talked about the
Correct.
equipoise in terms of like the subject and the object.
Remember?
Yeah, so it's an antidote.
이징은 저만나 이치 조sem도 이 가르라 뭐였나? 아니 대이 디근 코지 샘죽한가 찍바래서 간지. 텔 냠바래서.
So
Like
it's a
Nyamba.
equipoise means like equal, right? Equally focused on some object, and so whenever the primary mind is focusing on the object, then all the associated mind, of that also will focus on the same object.
이 먼저 하더만 이 가리에만 덴바 탐나 트님 마트나 마트님 다도 트나 트님 마트님 대 냠바래서 두 자당
And
예용도.
then from the point of view of the object, so whatever if it is a selflessness, is equally being selflessness. If it's a emptiness, then equally being emptiness, like that.
제자 간지다 냐마지다 칼 도섬 이라 니노 납잖아 때 치보라 납 미되었나 이치 감각 걸 샘주 감각 될 미되어스.
And so, if it is the primary mind, which is focusing on the selflessness, then all its secondary mind are also focusing on the selflessness.
나 냐마지다 건지 포커스를 와가지 때 치보라 미되어.
Yeah, so it's only focusing on that.
Okay? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your you guys
So
answer
that's
that.
what the equipoise is.
Right.
Meaning of the equipoise.
Everything's fully focused on one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very 다들 곧 되거든. 파야 특이나 생냐 특이도 계시나요? 특뭐 계시요.
So that's like an etymology, not
Okay.
definition, right? That's not a definition.
Yeah.
So definition then is that's what is written here. So you can just say what is the meaning. You can just like say like that, but that will not be the exact definition of it.
And then we see the truth of that object. Isn't
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
That's
Okay, what you guys write? The answer.
Well,
You read the
I wrote it.
definition,
The
then
direct realization of selfness in the continuum of a hero superior. I was trying to think of the meaning, but I didn't. Yeah, I mean that.
You remember
I
the-
thought that the mental factors were also focused on it. So,
되게 대시들 작은 줬어.
yeah, I didn't write that.
Yeah, there is like an explanation like that,
Yeah.
but not necessarily that it has to be like that.
Okay, who did Omo? Who writes any different way? You write, Bob?
I just wrote the definition.
Definition. Deborah,
Is it the same thing definition?
what he did?
He said, during meditative equipoise, the hearer is meditating on emptiness single-pointedly. Only emptiness appears to that hearer.
대고 냠자대 니나
That's better,
납도.
huh? In the meaning.
대고 니나
Very
납도.
similar to like Geshe.
대고 니나 납도 시거스.
Uh,
니나 납스다 대주 보면 시밖에 동에 뭐.
So like like non-duality, and so talk about non-duality means like only one object that appears. You don't have any other objects appearing to you.
Okay. Do you have anything? No.
Is it selflessness and emptiness?
No, not only selflessness. This,
Just selflessness.
yeah.
Okay.
Don't talk about emptiness. Then big problem. Okay.
Okay.
Just this hero part, selflessness
Just
only.
selflessness.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah. Here emptiness, right?
He said, but then he qualified meditative equipoise. He said, meditative equipoise is an exalted wisdom that is placed in equipoise on the selflessness that is its object.
That's just the definition.
That's the definition.
Yeah.
First emptiness, right?
The first one he said was empty.
No, this is wrong.
All right. If I had a red pen, I'd put a big.
But good, it's good. Okay, then next one.
Okay, so then the next one is an exalted wisdom of subsequent attainment of a hearer's path of seeing a cause for the exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise of a hearer's path of seeing?
갈라서.
The subsequent one.
It says, is an exalted wisdom of subsequent attainment of a hearer's path of seeing a cause of the exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise of a hearer's path of seeing?
No.
제도 비시디
제도시디?
Yes.
냠샤이시기 줄여보세요.
Okay.
Is it like?
Yes.
So it says that what's the exalted wisdom of subsequent attainment is the?
야, 텔라, 야, 제도시디 녀저시 제레베스.
Oh,
I
yeah.
listened to it
Yeah.
like 4 times
Yeah,
to
yeah.
make sure, but yeah.
Yeah.
It says, an exalted wisdom of subsequent attainment
It's
of a
cause.
hearer's path to seeing a cause of an exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise of a hearer's
Okay,
path.
yes, no.
I say yes.
Okay. Deborah?
Yes.
Bob? Okay, Ian? Okay. How about you? How about you? Okay, Karen?
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, no. Okay. Okay, why Bob?
Because my reason was the meditative equipoise is the cause of the subsequent attainment.
So following subsequent attainment, though, the exalted wisdom meditation, which was neither an uninterrupted path or a path of release,
Okay.
is generated, which then achieves the path of meditation. So would that be right? That it
글쎄,
cause?
글쎄.
제도 비시랐더니 냠샤이시 가서 냠샤이시는 거 알았어. 그래서 말아 가래. 제대비시라. 제대비시도 냠셰시 유리스거라.
아 니디 토론 제도시든 토론 여지 제레베스
아, 네네.
대용 두세 번 니디 토론 바체만하고 직
말 냠셰시 제대비시.
아.
당분 냠셰시 되는 제대비시.
야, 제다 담보 여지 담보 제도시 시험도 왔어. 제다 제도시 남여시 전로문도 와.
But you said yes, right?
I said, yes, it is a cause, because you have to.
예스나 담보 니디 토론 빼는 니디 토론 잡아는 토론 여지 제도 제도시 그래.
So
당연히
that's the subsequent attainment and the meditative equipoise, right? The two. The subsequent attainment, exalted wisdom of the subsequent attainment is the cause of the exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise.
Yes, that was the question. It says, is an exalted wisdom subsequent attainment of the hearer's path of seeing a cause of the exalted wisdom of meditative
Equipoise of
hearer's path of
seeing.
seeing?
So which comes first?
Yes, but you have to go back into meditative equipoise after subsequent attainment in order to generate the path.
But is it the meditative equipoise of the hearer's path and the path of seeing, or is the hearer's
Different.
path of meditation?
Right, because you can't generate the path of meditation in subsequent attainment. You'd have to be in
No.
No.
After the subsequent attainment, what comes after the subsequent attainment?
a meditative equipoise.
Of
That's neither an uninterrupted path or a path of release, right?
가르데
no.
된도서
No. We're not talking about those three are not in the process, not in the sequence, on the path. It's not on the sequence in the path.
Right. Yeah, and I'm saying it's at the end, it would be at the very end.
말다 발제멜럼다 남나 가서 냠셰이시도 제수 간호마에 가셔래.
간데
냠셰이시도 제수 간호마에디.
제다 니디 토론 여자 베지집나 세메시세다 샹치부 셈도 자주
Yeah. So the neither of those two doesn't have to be after that,
Right.
That can be in the meditative equipoise
Not
also.
necessarily, but it would be an example of one, but,
So during the meditative equipoise, like first, like when you're in the meditative equipoise, you gain those uninterrupted path and then the path of release, right? And then after that, you come out of meditation. That's the subsequent attainment. And then after that, you go back into the meditative equipoise again on path of seeing.
yeah.
That's what they're, but then you generate.
옛날에 인지 들어. 나 냠샤를 코스 누구라. 나 냠샤네 되네 그 골람 야도네 냠샤 누구라. 제도 비시 제라데 냠샤신 거라야.
용 대용 거
년도 통란 연쇄신 거라. 디스 거 뭐스나. 디제서도 냠샤 년도 통란 제도 비시디 년도 통란 냠샤시 유인스 거라.
It still wouldn't follow.
대이나
subsequent attainment as a cause.
니디 토론 바체만 니디 토론 여자지 말해 니디 토론 바체만 어디
Uh-huh.
니디 토론 여자지 말해
So what about the uninterrupted path of the path of seeing? Is it a meditative equipoise?
Yes,
Exalted wisdom of the meditative equipoise of the path of seeing?
it is, yes.
니디 토론 여자지 임발 이러와서
Yes.
니디 토론 저태신 되버려서
So is it a result, is it a result of the subsequent attainment of the path of seeing?
No, the uninterrupted path.
어 제자 영의 지혜는 마영의 지혜는 마영의 크게 쳐버렸어
Yeah.
제자
규례베스 거다.
근데
So what's the question?
The question was,
니디 토론 제도시디 바체물하고 여자지 제레버
규례베스.
제다 니디 토론 여자 제도시 마시고 여자 제가 말해 왔어 니디 토론 제도시 마시면 했네 여자지 제가 왔어
So you have, you it's not necessary the subsequent attainment, of the hero's path of seeing is not necessarily, the cause, of the hero's, path of meditative equipoise, right? Exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise. It's not necessary.
but don't you have to re-enter meditative equipoise to
Yes.
generate the
Yes.
path of meditation?
yes that's true
And isn't the activity in
Yes.
subsequent attainment help to create that?
yeah 그래 뭐 merit
So because you couldn't generate the path of meditation without that subsequent.
규행이
attainment,
인배
all
많이 잡으세요,
the
라고 하는
merit
거잖아.
that you get in that. So it is a cause for that moment, that session, in which.
제나 아니 니네 돌아 제도시면 여자지 제가 매워다스다
The 제도비시나, 제도비시는 냠시 인배 차와졌어요.
심마다 제도시 해도 마서 여자지 제가 매워다스다
So that means if it is necessary for the
Okay.
subsequent attainment of the path of seeing, to be exalted wisdom of the path, subsequent attainment to be the cause, of the exalted wisdom of the meditative equipoise, then you have to say that there's no meditative equipoise generated before the subsequent attainment.
It didn't say
Right.
the cause, it said a cause.
Oh, I don't know that.
The cause, yeah.
So that's why I think this,
Okay, still they're not very clear. Yeah, this is a. So we go next and we go.
So I
do
mean,
more.
in general, generally speaking, right? I mean, if you don't go like with the debate, if generally speaking, you can say yes, there can be a subsequent attainment, and the exalted wisdom of subsequent attainment, which is a cause, for the exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise. But if it is the exalted wisdom of subsequent attainment, it is not necessary to be cause, of the exalted wisdom of meditative equipoise.
Okay, still think about that. Okay, we go next time more. Now we have more time. Okay, today homework. And you need to patch him on the number and choke it is.
What's the difference between the uninterrupted path or the path of seeing and path of release of the path of seeing?
Okay, what the difference?
It's all talking about the hearers, okay?
Say it again?
Okay.
I got it, I'll send it out. Everybody gets the email with the homework, right?
Yes.
Do you update on that messenger?
I don't use that because there's a lot of people from the Sunday class, but I can put you on the group that
Oh, okay.
I do a separate
Yeah,
group
yeah.
on Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And then rang ngogaji panja segu jite kares. You need to patch him that rang ngogaji panja na karo. Chata timagochi tonga tundro so anyway.
So what is the meaning of saying obstruction, which what's the meaning of saying object of abandonment? What's the meaning of saying object of abandonment, which corresponds to it?
Okay.
Hanging mogos, right?
And then good other hinge choke it is.
So what's the difference between innate and acquired?
Okay. And then tono pachimalada number line muslim shikasios.
How many possibilities are there between the uninterrupted path and the path of release?
Okay.
Of the path of seeing of hearers, of course.
See, I'm sorry, how many possibilities between what?
Uninterrupted path
Okay.
and the path of release, of the hearer's path of seeing.
How many? Debra? How many?
Zero.
Between uninterrupted
How many?
path release.
Can I ask for clarification on question number 3? It said, what's the difference between innate and acquired? Do you mean as relates to the afflictions or just in general, those words?
녀몬은 그러기 녀몬 군다라 녀몬 행게스 거래기 지단 군다라
시다크다 하지.
general.
그래서 부지 시장에도 더더더를 이제 점에도 사제 시대면에 봐봐요. 로가 남도신다 쇼버죠. 일단 이거를 남으라 끝나야 다야 뭐 가로를 꼴배 친구도 편하다 봐. 시에서 왔대 되죠. 샤브 순대 받대 되죠. 두두 샤죠. 조선 거는 그래서 친구들 샤데 쇼 미메데 되죠. 좀 해줘 보고 먼저 또 말이.
아 저기로
그거를 잘라서 thank you. Good night. Sorry, 10 minutes late.